Hey everyone, it's Deb here from Deb's Greenhouse, and today we're going to do a planting tutorial for our Million Kisses Begonias hanging basket. So these are for trailing begonia, and we have our paper here, our planting guide. And so this is kind of a picture of what the finished basket looks like. It gets really big and it's a really fiery orangey red, really beautiful, aggressive type of begonia, and it does trail. And then this is sort of just our information. So whoever's planting them would know that how many we need to plant and where the plants go. So some of our basket mixes have just a couple of plants, and some of them have like 9 to a dozen plants in them. So this one is fairly simple with 4. And what we have that we actually made these last year. This is called a dibble board, and this board just has wooden pegs on it, and we stamp it into the top of the basket, and it just shows us exactly where we want those plants so that all the baskets are consistent. So let's get started. We have our potting mix here, and it's pre-filled already in our basket. So for begonias don't need a lot of fertilizer. I'm just gonna move closer. Let's come a little closer here. So begonias don't need a lot of fertilizer compared to other really aggressive growing plants like petunias. So we actually don't add slow release to our begonia basket. We're gonna take our dibble board and just give it a nice press there. And it just gives us a slight indentation of where those plants are gonna go. So then we take our begonias, which we have here. So the ladies already planted out the rest, and this one is for me to show you. So this is the beautiful color on this begonia. So this begonia is actually called Mistral Dark Red, and it is a shade begonia. So that's a really beautiful begonia. Got my little pickle fork here, and I'm just going to pop this out, and I'll give you a closer look at it. There you go. Here's a real close look at that begonia. What's interesting to note is that if you look at a begonia from the top, you're going to see that they have distinctly pointy leaves, and some are more rounded, but they always come to a point, and you want to point the leaf point out of the basket because the flowers will grow the same direction as the point. So we're going to make sure that wherever that leaf is pointing, and sometimes they're a bit of a swirl, but we're going to take the majority of them and point them to the outside of our planter or our basket. And you would do the same when you're transplanting begonias at home. So we're going to start with this, and we'll just plunk it in this little hole here. It's really important that when we're planting begonias, we're not going to push them really low. We're not going to put soil up on them. They're really sensitive to the depth that they're planted, and we want to leave them just level or slightly above level. They don't like excess soil on their roots. I lost my planting fork. I'm really good at that. Here we are. Okay, so I'm going to pop out these other 2 or 3. And this basket gets 4 begonias. Because it is a 12-inch basket, and these are, like I said, a really aggressive growing begonia. 4 plants will fill this out really beautifully. And if you had a basket or planter at home, if you're doing a 12-inch pot, you'd be fine with doing 4. If you're doing a bigger pot, maybe a 15-inch or a 16-inch, I would bump that up to 5 or 6 just to get that really full basket. So there we go. They're all of the begonias are, the point is pointing to the outside of the basket on all of them. And yeah, I'm going to put the hanger on this. So we hang all of our baskets on our watering systems and our lines up there. And before they get hung, they all get a tag. This is going to tell you the name of it, the 12-inch Million Kisses, and the price, and then grow this one in shade. So this basket will do best in a shadier spot, like the east side or the north side of your homes, or it needs afternoon shade. So as long as it can have morning sun and it can have that late evening sun, but when it's really hot in the daytime, that's when shade plants need a break. So there you go. This is our Million Kisses shade basket. Thank you for watching.